In this episode, I will try to summarize what I said in my previous video. And let's start with something simple. Many of you may be under the impression, why even bother explaining this whole thing? Why to get involved in explaining the existence or non-existence of God? This is something very personal, and I should not get into that. That's actually incorrect, because whatever you see, what is happening in the world, before it's being manifested, it's coming from somewhere. And what I am trying to show you or explain to you, the science behind this. What are the triggering mechanisms that are bringing all the right now unsettling situation in the world, or let's say there is a peaceful and prosperous society? What is behind this? How this whole thing is unfolding? Who is pushing the buttons? How much involvement from the individuals is necessary for that to happen? So, personal development gurus, they will tell you that there is some kind of superior force somewhere up there, which is responsible for whatever we see. Spiritual leaders, they will explain to you, yes, there is this entity called God, and he is in charge of everything there is. But if you are open-minded person, that explanation is, at least for me, not satisfactory. And for over 40 years, I was asking that question. Look, if there is a different explanation for that, please let me have it. So, when you ask, you get answered. So therefore, I am here to explain, or actually present to you, my view, my opinion, my theory. I am calling this theory because, there is no someone from the scientific community that is going to step forward and say, this guy is right. No one is ever going to do that. And always, it is going to be your personal choice, what the view on the world, your personal values, your beliefs. These are your, your elements by which you conduct your life. And no one can change that. Just don't be under the impression that the outside world that is bullying you sometimes is responsible for how your life goes, because you are contributing to that as well. So let's summarize the whole thing once more time, so you will have a clear vision of what that is, or not. You can stick. This is not, I am not trying to convince you of one way or the other. Just look at this as a entertaining factor or element into that. And then if it appeals to you, just do your own research, do your own digging, and see if, it fits into your values or your beliefs, and how is that working for you, okay? So let's start from what I was saying yesterday, all right? So you understand already that I am, in Latin, means ego sum, which then got shortened and sounds like egos. So this is the part from, it's on the top. Everything you see around you, it's coming from, it is a representation of you, me, and I in all forms. However, the I am is a part of you and me. Okay? So imagine that you are sitting, let's say you are the survivor of the cataclysmic event, and you are very confused, you are scared, you lost completely the sight of who you are, where you are, what's going on. And then some guy show up that appears to you as an angel or wise man or whatever your idol is, then he's trying to explain to you who you are, where you're coming from, and how you can control your life. And the story goes is very simple. He will explain to you this. You are part of everything there is. There is only you, me, and I. The representation of all those three is I am, which is on the top. It's like a father to you. You, the son, you are exact representation, or you are being born in the image of your father, which is I am. The connection between you and your father, the I am, is through the Holy Ghost, something that is your essence, that is inside of you. That is the most simplest, the most effective way of explaining that. So let's go over that one more time. The top, the God, the Father, is the part that is derived from you, me, and I, and is represented as a Father. You are a representation or exact image of that I am. You are the son of that I am. The connection that you have between you and that I am part is through the Holy Ghost. The Holy Ghost is the essence that resides inside of your body. That Holy Ghost is also another physical body. Inside of that Holy Ghost there is another part, which is the star, the core, the essence of your desire. That's it. That's the simple thing to explain that. I will show you again the slides from the previous video, so you can kind of remind yourself of that, how this whole thing works. How do we know about this whole God situation? We know that from the Bible. As you already know, Bible is a collection of stories, myths, and legends. Those are scientific. They are derived from a scientific principles. All the teachings from the past by sages, by wise men, are in the form of stories, because this is the best way to present to audience what they want to convey. Some people understand things in different way. It doesn't mean that everyone has to be on the same page. It doesn't mean that everyone understands the same thing the same way. You can see the world as you please. In fact, this is encouraged to do that, because the more diversified the world is, it's better, it's more colorful, it's more challenging, it has more to offer, to experience, than if there was only one system and one view of the world. Remember that the Bible was used by many people that were trying to control the masses, and their objective was to always convince people to be good. Personal development, spiritual leaders, they always will tell you be good, because love is the creative force. Bottom line is, you cannot create anything, because everything does exist already. You can only experience stuff. You can only move awareness and perception with you. I will explain that in details a little bit later, because that might be confusing right now for you. How come I have a soul, I have the astral body, and was not correct? Exactly. But the awareness of who you are resides inside of that astral body, or in your Holy Ghost that is inside of you. Let's leave that for a moment. The situation in this world right now is in the process of changing into different settings, different environment, different possibilities. And it's happening the way it is happening. Therefore, if you do not understand those triggers behind the scene, you basically feel that you are just hopeless, you have no say, you have no impact on what is happening, or you are contributing in excess to that, but you are not aware, and you, in your mind, you want something that is running away from you, because what you do and the way you behave and what you think is pushing that farther away. Because if you think that all those videos, all those stuff that you see on Facebook or YouTube about the alarming how there is some they trying to screw you over is helping your case, think again. You are actually consenting to those things to happen. There is a lot of talk about the vaccine passports. Someone planted that idea, that concept into your mind to see your reaction, how you responding, and you are already in a panic mood. Oh my God, they are going to do that. What does that sound to you like? A consent? Go ahead, do it. Same thing with the control of the media. You say, oh my God, they are going to take my Facebook page and YouTube channel out. Just listen careful what you are saying. You are consenting to that. You are saying, yes, go ahead and do that. Why? I explained in one of my previous videos to you, you can live without cell phones, YouTube, Facebook, any media, but they cannot exist without you. And the game is, like I told you about the lions and zebras, they will only go so far because they understand that they cannot get rid of you completely, because that would be stupid. As soon as zebras stop running away from the lions, they both die. Zebras will die first and the lions will starve to death. Simple as that. So here the situation, why should you know about this whole situation, about God, what it is, what's the driving force behind it? Is this even real? How that happened? How come we feel hopeless? How come we give up the power to the higher source and we still are convinced that there is some higher source that is running the show, not that we have no input into that we have absolutely no control over that? Do you remember how much power you gave away each time? First it was the pharaohs, then there was the Caesar, then were the kings and queens. If you understand how king and queens were born, you need to look at that. They were not born out of just, okay, I am king. No. They had to have a support. They had to have a people that pick them and say, okay, from now on you are representing all of us and you are going to be the king and you are going to be doing whatever we tell you to. If not, that usually, and that you do know that usually that happened. The kings were, or most of them, they lost heads. Then we invented the governments. We, again, the decision making, we transfer to them. Not completely. We only ask for the government to look after our well-being, but we gave them the power to do so without, questioning them. That was a bad idea, and people which were at the beginning in states where the government was born, they already saw so many things incorrect with that. So they were trying to set up safety mechanisms, Congress, the Senate, the Supreme Court, to make sure that those people are watching each other, so no one goes and do stupid things, and they copy that model all over the world. However, with time, with the invention, with the multi-billionaires, they got involved in the big pharma, the chemical companies, and all kinds of stuff that slowly start pushing certain things on you, and you simply agreed with that because you trusted the government, that the government is protecting you, the government is on your side and is not allowing the bad things happen to you. But that was not the case, because people are corrupt. They are very easy to be corrupt, and they take money under the table, and that's what we have in the world. So this part I am going to leave for some other time, where I am going to be talking about conspiracies and predictions, what will happen next, because something very interesting is about to happen. And don't worry too much. Just focus mainly on how do you want your life to be. I want you to stress out something very important, that money is done, is over, is completely done. The corporate system is already done. It's not coming back. The banking system is done, it's not coming back. The way the government works is done, it's not coming back. Maybe 3,000 years from now they will reinvent that back, but those things are already history. So it's up to you how you are going to manage your affairs. And this is in really very difficult conditions, because you are asked to stay at home, you are asked to not to go anywhere, not to contact anybody, not to do gatherings. Yet you still can do a small, simple things towards that, because you need to get organized, and you still have many tools available to you to do that. And believe me, there are two sets of eyes watching you. One, they want to get rid of you as quickly as possible. And there is the second that is trying to help you, trying to give you what you need without being exposed, without showing their real face, because you wouldn't believe that anyway, that those folks are actually trying to help you. So I want to end on a very positive note. As I mentioned that before, I am going to say that again. There is a polar reversal coming up, and we are in the middle of it. You are going to be placed in the conditions that you desire. If you are a person which feels that you are a victim constantly, that you will continue that unless you wake up and say, oh wait, I don't want that. Then if you don't want that, put forward what you want. Sometimes it's not that easy. Your behavior is going to change. So pay attention to that, because the magnetic field is very weak right now, and it's going to be more and more difficult for you to maintain your life the way it is. Therefore, over and over, I'm going to be repeating that. Focus on what you want. And when you know what you want, you need to realize what you really need for that to happen. Not what you want. Let's say you want a house. So what? To get the house, you need money. Now, if you need money, then you need to figure out where the money is going to come. And you need to understand that you need to have enough of that money or support or flow until you pay off for the house and support yourself. This is a kind of weird example, but soon you won't be buying houses. You are gonna just run for the hills. But for now, get organized. Set your priorities straight. Look at what you want and how you will get there. The help is underway. You will be helped. But if you are going to keep posting and reposting the negative stuff, more negative will come. More and more and more. It's just like never-ending fire. The fire dies down, you throw a little bit more logs. The fire goes down, you keep throwing more and more logs. Stop doing that. If you want the fire to go up, be extinct, stop throwing the logs. Do something else. You should understand that from the teachings, from the gurus of personal development. What you put in, that's what you get out. If you are negative about them, so them have to do whatever you think they will do. All right, so thank you for watching this video. I hope I didn't confuse you too much. Please subscribe, please like this video, please click the notification bell, and I want you to leave a comment if you understand this concept. If you don't, which part of that you want me to explain better, or what additional information you would be more than happy to see, because I am here for you. I am not going anywhere. I am not looking for your money. I am not looking for big time monetized stuff. I am just trying to help you, because the times are coming. The times that are coming are going to be difficult. So please leave me some comments. Okay? Thank you.